Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And today I am reading on things that look very bad for certain members of the royal family. And in this case, the member of the royal family, and she still is a member of the royal family, is Meghan Markle. Now, Meghan has invested in a brand of ethical handbags. It's run by, I think, two women. The bags are partly made of woven material that comes from female workers in Rwanda. And it's touted as brilliant for them. These Rwandan women are being uplifted by the Sister Collective. It's part of Meghan's investment portfolio that she's very proud of. Clever Coffee, the Sister Collective, various other things. I can't remember. Oh, that woman, the hair care brand and all that stuff. That she's going to make her gazillions out of, as she has told us quite recently. And the first time she endorsed one of these bags, she carried one of these handbags. And no, I don't mean him, I mean an actual handbag. It was the best week ever for this particular brand. The bags retail at about £700 according to the Daily Mail. But the women in Rwanda who do the actual weaving are being paid 10 pence an hour, which comes to about 80 pence a day, which is less than half of what the World Bank considers to be the extreme poverty line. Now, these women are not employed by the Sister Collective. They do piecework. If the work is substandard, they get deductions from their wages. And some of them have to transport the materials themselves to their remote villages where they live. This is all according to the Daily Mail, so we'll say allegedly. And some of them have to provide their own raw materials to do this pretty grinding work. Shockingly badly paid work. Apparently the women were shocked at how much money the Sister Collective is charging for the finished product in the West. So there you go. Charming story, don't you think? Echoes a bit for me of that Africa Park story with Prince Harry and all of that, which hasn't been resolved yet, which is why I have the Soulless Tarot on the tarot table for this little reading, little 5-card reading. We're going to have a look at the story. We're going to ask if Meghan cares about these women in Rwanda. She once went to Rwanda with a Canadian photographer to promote herself as a humanitarian, a woman interested who could move easily between the red carpet and humanitarian work. She moved quite easily with that photographer, apparently. Just saying, so the rumour goes. And let's leave that there. And move on to these poor women in Rwanda. Does Meghan care? How will she respond to this story? Will she ignore it like Harry ignored it? He said, oh, he kicked it upstairs to someone else and has never bothered again to mention it. What will Meghan do? How much money has she made out of this deal with the Sister Collective? And are these women's... is their plight going to improve or not? I want to know. And let's remind you, as I shuffle these cards, the Soulless Tarot, that this is just tarot. There's the 5 of Swords. This is just tarot, and it is all speculation, and it's all my opinion. And I just read energy here, and there is a disclaimer in the box below, and please read it, and please do your own research, and please form your own opinions. I am basing this reading entirely on an article by the Daily Mail, so I will say it's all allegedly. It was a pretty shocking article, and so let's see. Does she care, Meghan Markle? Is she going to respond? Is she going to make a hefty donation to those women in Rwanda, perhaps, for Christmas, just in time for Christmas? What's going to happen? Got the 9 of Cups. Now, interesting energy, the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is an indulgence card. Very indulgent. It's about conspicuous consumption, not in the 9 of Pentacles way of conspicuous consumption, but it's got quite a greedy energy about it. It's the lush card of the tarot. Normally someone quite chubby sitting there with all the cups that they've drunk from, very pleased with themselves, sort of sated energy. Sated is the word, kind of energy. And I'm getting that energy in this reading. It's about indulgence. It's about living the good life. It's about being able to spend, indulge, wear expensive things, have very expensive taste, drink only the finest wine, eat only the finest food. That kind of vibe. Pay £700 for a handbag, for instance. And no, not that handbag again. So let's look at the actual situation we're reading on today. This very sad story. And we have the devil. And the devil is in reverse, and the devil is all things bad, lies, deception, rage, toxicity, obsession, but trying to distance yourself from that energy because the card is in the reverse. So I suspect that she might be busy with whatever PR she has left, trying to distance herself from the story because it's a very bad look. She's already had some very bad stories about her the past few months, with the Hollywood Reporter coming out with the alleged bullying story, Polo, the big flop, American Riviera Orchard, and the big flop that is, can't even get it trademarked. And now this, supposed to be an ethical investment, turns out to be massive exploitation, allegedly wanting to distance herself from that toxic story, looks like. But let's see, does she care? How does she feel about these women? Not about her own reputation. Does she care? Four of Pentacles. Look, there's the fire in the background, and this person in the foreground is only interested in clutching onto their pentacles. I think that card, pretty much the artwork of that card, tells the tale that we need to hear from the Soulless Tarot. Hang on to your coin. Only care about the fact that you're financially stable. The world can burn down, but just hang on to those coins. The Four of Pentacles, one of the things that people always say about it is that the person usually in the Four of Coins is holding a pentacle in front of their heart chakra. Not particularly in this depiction. This is an unusual tarot. It's not standard Rider-Waite. In the standard Rider-Waite, you would see that. And so I'm bringing that energy into my interpretation of this card and my opinion of the energy. And that is that the heart is blocked by the pentacle, which symbolizes money. That's enough said about that. How's she going to respond? Bearing in mind we've got the devil in reverse already on the table. How's she going to respond? Queen of Wands in reverse. That's her, the fire sign woman. That's very Megan. That's her in my readings consistently showing up as a Queen of Wands. She's in reverse. She's going to be enraged. You can expect clap back incoming. A lot of shouting, finger pointing possibly going on. You might hear that someone gets blamed for this. Wouldn't be Megan, of course, but somebody might be blamed. A PR person, because Wands do have a PR energy about them. PR person, somebody somewhere is going to be blamed for this, and a head might even have to roll for this. The Queen of Wands in reverse is a very angry energy, is screaming banshee energy on a bad day, blaming, shouting, performing, very, very much about the drama and about the anger, and not dealing with it with a calm, rational mind and coming out with a calm, rational statement. I think we might get something quite wild from her as a response. If not directly from her, then certainly on social media we're going to get all kinds of hit pieces going out, or accounts repeating a certain narrative that's going to go out, that is going to blame and shame. That's a vibe that I'm getting. And let's hope I'm wrong. I wouldn't want to be the person that's in the firing line for that energy. And let's remind you, of course, that this is all my personal opinion. So, has Megan benefited financially from this investment? It's a pretty small company. They did say that they had had their best week ever when she first went out and about sporting one of these handbags. So has it benefited her personally, financially? I've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I would say absolutely. The Six of Pentacles upright is about even Stevens, fair dealing, sharing, charity, giving equally, giving and receiving equally. And it's in reverse, and when it's in reverse, it tends to mean in tarot, and this is not me making it up, this is me just saying what tarot means generally, it tends to mean that somebody is taking unfair advantage of a situation. They're benefiting beyond what they have put into the situation. It pretty much sounds like what the Daily Mail is saying. The owners of this brand are doing precisely that. 10 pence an hour, £700 a pop for one of these bags. So, that is pretty much the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Are these women's lots going to improve as a result of this expose by the Daily Mail, or is it going to go on same old, like seems to be the case with Africa Parks? What's going to happen to them? Ace of Cups in reverse. It's not going to improve, and I'm very sorry to see that. Pretty much reading from their point of view, disappointment, let down. Upright, it's love, it's unconditional love, it's some kind of even apology that you could expect with the Ace of Cups upright. An apology, some sort of gesture, a kind and loving gesture with the Ace of Cups upright, a fresh start for them, more loyalty displayed to them. This is upright. In everything that I have said, put in the reverse up until now. So not getting, as far as I can tell, and I hope I'm wrong, I really hope it's one of these readings that I'm absolutely wrong. They do happen. I hope sincerely that I'm wrong, but it looks to me as if they aren't going to get better working conditions, they aren't going to get more stable employment, they aren't going to get an apology, they aren't going to get any gesture of support or here, let's help you out, let's do something to uplift you. Quite the opposite. So yes, this is one of those readings that leaves me seething at the end of it, and I think that the cards tell us what we need to know, what they want us to know anyway. That is, of course, all my opinion. And there it is. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.